everybody, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Kacy. Today we are going to make some colorful quesadillas. So the month that we're in right now is March, and it is National Nutrition Month. So this quesadilla is a great way to get some extra vegetables into your diet. So let's get started. So I've got my ingredients. I have 8 ounces of low-fat or fat-free cream cheese, whichever you can find. I have a half a cup of diced red onion. I have 2 cups of baby spinach. I have 1 cup of a low-fat shredded cheese, and I have a cup of diced green pepper. Feel free to use red, orange, whatever you have. The green just is a lesser expensive option for the red pepper. And then I also have some whole wheat tortillas, and I have some garlic powder. So that is our basic ingredient for this quesadilla. Now, the very first thing we've done is I've already chopped and cleaned all of my vegetables, so that is ready to go, okay? So now I'm going to take a tortilla and I'm going to spread some cream cheese on it. After I mix the cream cheese with the garlic powder. Let's do that first. So cream cheese in there. And then I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. So I'm going to give that a good stir. And I did let this cream cheese soften so that it's easier to work with. If you get right out of the fridge cream cheese, it's just not going to be as easy to work with. Okay. So you just kind of want to get that garlic powder incorporated there. All right. Easy peasy. So garlic powder adds a lot of flavoring to our foods without adding any extra sodium or anything. So it is always a great option to use. All right, now let's spread some of this on here. So we're gonna need about 2 tablespoons, and we're gonna spread that over the whole tortilla. Now these are whole wheat tortillas. We're using whole wheat just because they're gonna give us a little bit more fiber, so it's a little healthier option than using a flour tortilla. Okay, we just want to make sure that's pretty evenly spread. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is never about perfection.
And I'll say that griddle's not on yet, or
It
she
is
wouldn't be able to
not
hold
on.
it later.
No, it is not on. It just makes a nice little surface there.
Yes,
Once I turn it on, I will be able to do this here. I just want you to be able to see it. Okay, so that is on there. And now we're going to sprinkle about 2 tablespoons of our bell pepper. You just kind of eyeball it. You don't have to get a measuring tool out, okay? And then we're going to take about 1 tablespoon of our onion. Okay. And then we are going to take 2 tablespoons of our cheese. See how colorful that is?
It is pretty.
Okay. And then we are going to take about 1/4 of a cup of the spinach. Okay. And we are going to pack that down as best we can. All right. And then we are going to give it a nice fold over. Okay. Going to do this on another one. This makes a great lunch, dinner, quick and easy dinner, especially as we starting to get into the warmer months. You could even make really a breakfast out of this. Never a bad time for a quesadilla, in my opinion. Hey, and it's Taco Tuesday today when we're filming this, so it'll be a great thing for Taco Tuesdays too. Even though it's not technically a taco, it's quesadilla, it's still in the family. All right.
It's got to be good. It's got cream cheese on it, right?
Right. Okay. Again, we'll take some pepper. Just sprinkle that there. take some onion. This would be a great way to use up some leftover vegetables. Sprinkle our cheese on. And we're going to top with our spinach. Okay, now we're just going to fold this in half. Okay, and then we are going to heat our skillet now to about a medium heat. And we are going to let these come up. So they'll need about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. We're just basically cooking them long enough to get the cheese to melt and for them to get a little brown and crispy on the outside. Okay? Set this aside. Let me grab my spatula. Let me grab my cutting board here so that when they come off. And tip of the trade, not tip of the trick. When you're cutting quesadillas, a pizza cutter works really well. If you don't have one, a knife, of course, is going to work too. But if you have a pizza cutter, they work really great to cut up quesadillas. Let's get this out of the way a little bit. So as we're waiting on this to cook, so think about some other vegetables that maybe you would like to see added into this. I do think using the red bell pepper, orange bell pepper does make it a little bit more colorful instead of just using the green pepper because you have the green spinach. You could even chop up some mushrooms and throw those on top of there. I think that would be really good.
I was thinking black olives or banana peppers.
Oh yeah, add that little just something to it. Yeah, I agree. I think that would be awesome.
Now, I'm always surprised at how much spinach cooks down once you start cooking
It does. I know it looks like I put a lot on there, but it's amazing how spinach cooks down because it's the water content of it. So it just...
I can hear it, the sizzle.
Yeah, hear that cheese. I'm going to throw that little guy back in there. He's trying to escape. And of course, I'm using a griddle just to make it easier for you guys to see this today, but a regular skillet at home is perfectly fine. I like the griddle for demonstration purposes because I want everybody to be able to see it. So
I'll zoom right in on you a little bit on the...
you can see all that yumminess in there.
Well, you'll definitely be able to tell I'm not a real live person that should be filming.
Sorry, it makes it more real. We are really doing this.
We are real people here.
We are really inside the Bourbon County Senior Center and really filming this. So
We're unprofessionals when it comes to the video in here.
probably could have stayed a little bit longer on that side.
But it looks so good. You can see a little...
See, cheese is starting to melt a little bit.
This
is pretty non-stick here, but if you had a skillet that was maybe prone to sticking, you might want to give it just a little spray with some cooking spray or something. I do like mine to be a little crunchy, a little crispy, because you kind of want that little crunch when you bite into your quesadilla.
I could see this as a meal that you buy all the ingredients and cut it up and put it in the refrigerator and just pull it out and make it fresh every day.
Oh, yeah.
And be something
It'd be easy
good to have for
to
lunch.
do for sure. I'm going to flip that one. Just let this cook. You can see how that spinach, when we first started, was kind of hanging out the sides, and it is not quite doing that anymore.
Yeah, it's not as fluffy as it was.
Yeah. So.
Boy, that just looks healthy.
Flip that one back over a little bit.
And a vegetarian treat, too.
It is a vegetarian treat, so if you were...
It does have some dairy, but...
It does. Yep, if you're looking for a very inexpensive meal, this is super inexpensive to make. And a lot of the ingredients you might already have on hand, you know. Or like I said, you can use some, if you've had some spinach you use for something else, or a little bit of pepper left, a little bit of onion left. It's a great thing to chop them up and save them to use in something like this. Kind of get a throw together meal. There we go. That's what I want to see.
Now let's look at the brown. Oh.
There we go. All right, let's pull this off. And I'm just gonna kind of split it into thirds. See how that pizza cutter just nicely goes through that. And there you go. That's it. Colorful quesadillas. Ready to go. Get you a little bowl of nice salsa to go with it as a dipper. Excuse me, and you are set to go. So I hope that you give this recipe a try, and we will see you in the next one.